And we're back again with third and one. We got Tim, we got Mike, Josh, James. Yo, guys, you know what to do.
Fellas,
Hey-o.
we have the this quote we're talking about the NFC North, right? Now the Minnesota Vikings are 7-2, the Packers are 6-3, the Bears are 4-5, and the Lions are 2-7. The Bears got a shot because they've been playing very good. The Packers right now, we said earlier about how they're kind of messing up. They don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, and the Vikings are there.
Oh my goodness, guys! You know what? This is shaped up to be a most delicious affair. Do you understand how important this game on Sunday is? Because Green Bay and the Vikings play on Sunday. It gets even better, gentlemen. Whoever loses that game is losing two straight. Because literally, after that game, Green Bay has New England, and I don't care how many people are injured. With the way they look, they're losing to New England because of Belichick and Brady, period.
I'll be 3 in a row.
And exactly. And then the Vikings, they have Carolina next. And if all you do is run with AP, like I can. So whoever loses this game is losing another one right after that. And essentially, the division can be decided by as soon as like early mid-December.
Because the last game of the year, they both play each other again. Minnesota and Green Bay. Last game of the season.
Exactly. So I think this Sunday, if you have a game that you need to watch, a real game of the week, Tim, not a game with the Cleveland Browns like you did last time, saying that's the game of the week. That can't happen.
Week, man. They almost won.
This year, Green Bay Vikings, get your popcorn ready. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I see it happening too. I mean, they're sitting real pretty in the division. They have a 3-0 record right now. The next closest is 2 wins with Detroit, and they really don't even have to worry about the Lions in the basement right now. Yeah. So if Minnesota, they win against Green Bay, they're sitting real comfy in the division in NFC North with 4-0 division record already. You know, and Green Bay, I believe they're 1-1 right now, so they'll be in the hole too in the division record standing. So. I see the Vikings making a run, especially when you got the defensive side down. You know, the top 10 across the board in defense. The only thing they're not is really the rush yards at 108, but still, you know, 108 yards allowed a game is pretty damn good in my book. So I see them taking it against the Packers, you know, extending that streak to 6 games, and they've been doing amazing things this season. It's fun to watch.
All I know is if Green Bay loses this week. And first of all, I'm going to start by saying that, and I believe I printed it somewhere in QMW, so you can just research it. That was my sleeper pick, Minnesota Vikings, to win the NFC North. I did say that.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I also said Miami, and I'm wrong. But I'm just going to go by what's right. But but I will say this, man. I mean, if they win, if Green Bay loses and Minnesota wins, Kevin Klass, Vince Morrow, I'm talking mad shit the rest of the way. I'm telling you, the way y'all were trashing my Giants all season and saying no Eli this and no Eli that, I'm just putting it out there right now.
Let's keep this PG.
I'm sorry. But that's what it's
We don't have the 5-second rule. It's all good.
Oh man. Well, listen, I tell you this. I don't. The thing with like Mike said last quarter about the Vikings not being ready. Bridgewater throwing only 7 touchdowns to 6 picks. You're running too much with AP, and your best receiver is your rookie in Diggs, and these other guys are not even playing to help him out. And Kyle Rudolph, what's up with him? Yeah, just an end zone guy. The Green Bay Packers now, you have a problem with, again, like Mike said, we all said, there's no Jordy Nelson. So who's your reliable guy? And it's not even Randall Cobb either. And he has 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but just like last week, look what Detroit did. Now, you go to Chicago, I think we all of us in 2MW owe Jay Cutler a big apology. because we trashed that. The whole NFL world trashed that man. And look how the minute you trade Brandon Marshall, gee, you trade Brandon Marshall for a 5th round, 6th round pick like he was garbage, and you're doing that good. So it tells me that somebody was too much in the ear and not letting him ball. And when you got guys like Alshon Jeffery, who we all said will not be able to lead that team, he's doing a good job. Martellus Bennett is quiet because he saw Brandon Marshall leave, so he's like, hold up, I got to keep my job. And he got about 500 yards, 5 and change receiving. Then you got the guy Langford who came in, and thank you, Langford, for blessing me in fantasy football for the past 2 weeks. Thank you so much. He has done a great job. So I look at Chicago creeping because, again, we're not going to predict the picks now, but against Denver, the Bears could be 5-5, 5-5 next week, and then all of a sudden now things will start coming good for them because they got a chance to win this division. And I think right now they're the most not complete. I won't say complete team, but they're the less team with problems. And you have to watch out for them. Jay Cutler's playing solid football right now. Very solid.
Here's my problem is that they already have 5 losses. And another thing with Jay Cutler, this is what I'm calling because apparently 2015 has been my year to call it. I guarantee you about sometime in January, you're going to find out that Jay Cutler changed his diet.
His diet? Oh, the diabetes? Well,
yes.
no disrespect to the diabetes thing. I think.
No, this is not disrespect.
No, but I think. But I think what Sean should do is that basket full of candy. He should name that the Jay Cutler basket right there because.
No, the Jay Cutler don't do it basket. No,
there you go. So don't do it basket. But it's working for him. God bless him. It's working for him.
Hey. Maybe we need to put some context to the basket because I don't think anybody knows what's going on. Well, for me to make it real short, I introduced that. Hey, I won this at a fundraiser for domestic abuse. I went to a domestic abuse fundraiser and I won a raffle. And I said, you know what? I don't have a sweet tooth, but if Tim wins next week on his bet, this is yours, Tim. But
don't do it.
Nah, hold on, time out. Listen. I don't run no domestic violence basket because I got a cowboy uniform on and a hat. What's the problem, man? What are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say, man? Huh? Listen, throw my water on the floor, damn. I don't hit, man.
But yeah,
domestic violence, you look at me all of a sudden.
This is my problem with the Bears, though. The Bears are looking better. But again, those 5 losses, just like with the Lions, I don't know how many losses the Lions have.
7.
But they got what?
They got 7. Pathetic. Very pathetic.
My thing is, I don't see them running tables. That's the problem. And I honestly think 10 wins is going to win that division in the North. I can't see like the Bears running off 6 wins.
No, but see, now my thing is this, y'all. If the Vikings and Detroit Lions, Vikings and Green Bay are battling each other, right? And like you just said, if Packers lose this game, that's 3 games in a row they lost. They're out. They lost 3 games in a row. The Bears, I think they're gonna have a good game against Denver because it's not Peyton Manning. You understand what I'm saying? And they got key injuries on that defense. So you'll be one game. You'll be one game. What do you guys think, Josh and Coop?
Honestly, the whole time I'm just listening to this conversation, I can't help but think of how Timothy, during his kind of like fantasy standpoints, it's resonate with me how he, we won't get to see it, of course, this season. Cruz coming back, you think it's going to defer, Odell stats and his production. I'm thinking to myself, well, let's look at Green Bay this year. Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams in the beginning of the season or August, we're all saying, oh, more targets, more receptions. They can't do a damn thing to get open single coverage. Don't you think Jordy Nelson coming back would actually help the Green Bay offense? Of course you would. So, you would think, why would, somebody for the Giants, a good receiver coming back, hamper Odell or somebody like that. Good players, missing on an offense like a Victor, like a Jordy, it's gonna hurt the offense, and it's gonna show, just like it is with Green Bay. They have those 3 losses because Randall Cobb can't get open. He can't. You watch the tape, single coverage, the dude can't get open. Right. Same with Devontae Adams. He's running sloppy routes, and he can't even get open or catch the ball. So obviously you need Jordy Nelson in that offense, and it's going to show towards the end of the season.
Shoulder fade.
That's all I can think of, really. So, Tim, I just want you to think of that. When you think of Victor Cruz coming back and deferring our offense, you better think of Jordy right now in Green Bay. It's the same exact thing.
No, it's not. And see, I don't know why I keep talking about you Giants, but again, and I keep shit.
The timeline proves it. The timeline proves it.
Nah, listen. Again, I respect Hakeem Nicks. I think the brother has had a bad shake in the NFL leaving. I think it was, listen, the boy admitted there was certain things he should have done differently, and I think Coughlin also. He goes to the Colts, and again, it's a Colts. They don't do anything right over there. Okay, he's worked out for a lot of teams. He didn't. I'm surprised Carolina didn't call him. But I'm gonna tell you this: you're gonna see this man do some work. And I'm not talking again. I'm not gonna bash. I'm not gonna troll Hakeem Nicks first 2 weeks of the season, first 2 weeks of the game. The man hasn't really played 2 years because you can't count last year. He barely got any playing time. I think the most he got playing time against the Cowboys where we blew him out 44-0. Let's keep that up real. So he hasn't had time to play. But I'm gonna tell you this: he's going to be amped up to come back to New York, the team he won a championship with, and you don't got Victor Cruz, who's limited in a slot. You got a star player next to you, so he's not gonna have that problem where I'm facing double team. He's gonna face double team. All I gotta do is try to get open. And you know the great thing about this for you Giant fans is you got 3 receivers who can play left, middle, and out. They all can switch up, back and forth. You don't got a Victor Cruz that's like this. Well, you guys, listen, this play for me, I like to play the linebackers. Linebackers and safety, that's it. I can't go on the outside. And I'm going to tell you another guy who's benefit from this.
On the outside. He just
hey, cool. Let me tell you this.
On the outside, he's just not effective.
Cool. I bet
you didn't respond to what Josh said at all.
What Josh said? Repeat that to me. Josh, what are you going to answer me, Josh? Repeat that, Josh.
Make it quick.
Josh, real quick, what are you going to answer? No, what are you going to answer, Josh?
You were wrong about
Do you know why Victor Cruz is nowhere near Jordy Nelson? And I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about responsibility. Jordy Nelson played the outside. He was the main target. When it comes to Victor Cruz, and he admitted himself, he was getting open from the double teams on Hakeem Nicks. The responsibility is totally different. I think this year,
that's not what he said either. That's
what he said. I'm sorry, but Tony, what I need to answer.
No, the man pretty much said his role was important to making the offense better.
Who, Cruz?
The inclusion of him being there was not going to take away production from OBJ. That's what he said.
Guys, we gotta go to the next down.
So what up?
On that note,
I'm ready for the picks.
Odell would have been having to play the outside more. Odell's moving around. He's killing people.
Okay.
He started it, man. He started it.
Okay.
He started it. So I'm gonna stop it.